Hi, thanks for tuning in on this President's Day 2026. It's February 16th, and today's lesson from Napoleon Hill's Law of Success is tolerance. I was really surprised with this morning when we had a huddle with my usual group of people talking about tolerance. And man, the conversation just sort of enlivened very easily. In this chapter on tolerance, Napoleon Hill argues that narrow thinking is one of the greatest barriers to success. He teaches that successful people cultivate the ability to consider ideas, beliefs, and perspectives different from their own without hostility. Tolerance, in his view, is not passive acceptance, rather, it's an active discipline of open-mindedness that allows learning and cooperation, an opportunity to flourish. Intolerance shuts doors. Tolerance expands influence, relationships, and ultimately achievement. We've got a couple of talking points we'll talk about just real quickly. Intolerance blocks growth. Prejudice prevents learning from others' experience. Prejudice, prejudging. Emotional reactions override accurate thinking. Emotional reactions. And opportunities are often disguised in unfamiliar ideas. A rigid mindset leads to stagnation rather than progress. So that intolerance blocks growth. So get out of your intolerance mindset and move forward with a positive, maybe something can come from this. Opportunity knocking, I think. Number 2, tolerance enables accurate thinking. First of all, we were talking about intolerance, blocking growth. Now we're talking about tolerance enabling accurate thinking. Objective judgment requires separate facts from opinions. So, what are your facts? What are your opinions? You need to be able to judge that. Listening fully is a discipline, not a personality trait. Listen fully before you respond. Don't create your response before you've listened fully. Understanding opposing views sharpens your decision making. That reminds me of Covey's fifth habit. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. If you don't understand what they're talking about, it's kind of hard to have a conversation about what they're talking about. And finally, intellectual humility allows correction and refinement of your own ideas. The third point about toleration is that success requires cooperation with diverse people. What a concept. You've ever been in a larger unit, figure out that not everybody thinks the same way, not everybody has the same background, not everybody has the same upbringing. When I was a youth, I thought everybody had as many cousins as I had. And it turns out that some people don't have any cousins or very few. I figured out one time 35 first cousin. It's a lot of cousin. No major achievement is accomplished alone. Collaboration demands respect across differences. Influence grows when others feel understood, and harmony in relationships accelerates results. And I should say positive results and success. Number 4, as a talking point, fear is the root of most intolerance. Fear. People reject what they don't understand. Yeah. Ego resists ideas that challenge identity. Insecurity disguises itself as criticism. Ooh, insecurity. And challenge or confidence allows curiosity instead of defensiveness. Confidence in your own set. Instead of being defensive, you can just be curious. It's one of the phrases that I know counselors use a lot. I'm curious about. And number 5, tolerance is an active practice, not passive agreement. You can disagree while remaining respectful. You can ask questions to be more powerful than arguing. Exposure to new perspectives strengthens your own judgment, and leaders intentionally cultivate environments of openness. In his book, in this chapter, Hill teaches that tolerance is not merely a moral virtue, it's a practical success strategy. Those who master it gain success and access to broader knowledge, stronger relationships, and, and clearer thinking. In contrast, intolerance isolates individuals from the very relationships and insights required to achieve meaningful goals. A tolerant mindset becomes a competitive advantage because it allows continuous adaptation to changing world. Continuous adaptation in a changing world. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if the politicos up in Washington would be a little more tolerant of each other and accept each other for who they are, what they are, and where they're coming from. Okay, I don't agree with you, but we can still work together. We can still be friends. We can still be colleagues. In fact, they have to be colleagues. That's it. Great talk. Great lesson that I think is probably something we need to come back to later. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great President's Day and holiday. And we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.